top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Sooners have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Going for a big play right off the bat. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense.
Lots of room to run. Did the work himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Husky. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
On the ride. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous balance, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
The give to the tailback. There he goes. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped things off with an 84-yard thrilling race to the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Lawson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the right. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. They'll line up for a second down play. He wants to change this route. To the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. They bring him down with a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. He's going to take off. Looking for room at the 40. Still on his feet at the 45. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
Well, you know that every single week, this guy's legs are going to be a problem, and the defense just has not had an answer for him. They can't keep him in the pocket. That last play, he's able to get outside, scramble, and go make something happen. And with that last run, he's now eclipsed the...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Washington! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Running into the open space. Turning it on. He's got 93 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Smith. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Working that left side now. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Rides the back. He'll pitch it.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. Like, they go with the run, try to maybe catch him off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. Fourth and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
They're either really confident or a little reckless as they go for it on fourth and long from their own 45. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. And the Sooners will hustle to the line.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open, and I'm taking...
He's going for a big play downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Wants to fire on second down. This one's complete. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Sooners are threatening in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. Got enough space. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. We've played one before we move on. Let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Defense might bring the house here. Wants to go up top, using his legs to buy some time. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. Second down, down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away. Because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. That's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The inside handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Kept it and he's past the mark. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. See a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Rides it and reads it. Now the pitch. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Lining up in the wildcat. Let's see what they've got. direct snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And how about that on third down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. Third down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Lighting up, just dismissing tackles. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He would not be denied. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Washington. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket. With the catch, it's Washington. At the 45 on his way. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Harris. Breaks into the open. All down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move there. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Huskies. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of running room. Touchdown Sooners. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Lawson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. That's caught. It's Washington. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the run from inside his own 5. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. Brings it down on the right side. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Sooner offense to go back to work. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Sooners in the hurry up.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's small. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. His pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really four-down territory now.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Washington coming to the line with another first down. The give to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Slips away. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. trying to help their defense. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11. And the Sooners want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Speeding down the left side. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch up to speed. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Here's the handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete on the shuffle. He stopped short of the first down marker, had to get it to the 30-yard line, and now they're staring at 4th and short. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Smith. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Sooners.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out, and you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Grab behind the line. It's Washington. After 45 on his way. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy. And
throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll try the run. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Play action. Here's a heat. Finds a spot in the middle. He's into the open down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And this offense defense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Keeps it and gets the first down. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. Might be changing the route. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got his man to the left.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. And they do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Huskies want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Huskies. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today. They're up 14 over Clemson. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Smith. And some room to work. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Fields. Runs through the tackle. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him the ball.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Running to Green. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Made a couple of moves and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to swing it on second down. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Washington. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
He might want another play. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Keeps looking downfield. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. Hard running there. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. It's complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And it's caught. Late touchdown here, probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back now.
You get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left. So you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the two-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. From the gun. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Here's the situation. First they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or 2. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee.